All right, let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing going, and let me let everybody know on the gram that we're live right now. Y'all click on in here and join a player. How y'all living? How are y'all living, man? What's up? Everybody come on in here. I know there's a little commercial playing right now. It's Sunday, so you know it's that time, and I'm pretty much on time right now. I'm pretty much on time right now. Oh, man. I am on time and locked and loaded, ready to roll. Let me let the gram know that I'm doing this. 1 second. Once I do that, we really in the house. Hold on. Bam. Bam. Come on, man. Come on now. All right. All right, man. What's up, man? We're here. We're here. What's up, man? What's up? We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. All right. So what's going on, man? How y'all doing? I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys had a prosperous week. First of all, let me start by thanking everybody who got the Black History Month Hidden Colors DVD package. We still have a lot to fulfill. At the last minute, the last few days, we really got extra flooded with orders. So some orders might take a couple of weeks to get out to you still. So y'all don't trip. You're going to get your orders. We really got flooded at the last minute, but we're fully stocked up. So you're going to get your joints. I thank everybody, man. I really appreciate y'all for taking advantage of that sale. People are very excited about that package. You received yours. So we get them out very quick. That's the thing. When the orders come in, usually you get them out in a couple of days. Some people, some of the orders are backed up, but for the most part, people are getting their orders. So you're going to get yours no matter what. You guys are going to get yours. And, we have good problems, as I say. The last couple of days, the orders really came in. People were trying to get those last minute sales in. But you're going to get yours, so y'all don't trip. But I appreciate y'all for getting that, man. We did very good this month. I appreciate that. And we got some great stuff coming. Again, I got a new app that I'm going to introduce in the next couple of weeks. That's coming. I'm going to keep y'all posted on that. Is Booty Gag, is he out? Yeah, we get them all out the paint. We're eliminating a lot of those folks. He's officially out. We're going to talk about that in a second. Steyer and Peter out. That's what's up. We're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to talk about that in a second. What's up, Lisa? You still waiting on your order? You're going to get it. 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 Now, some people, if you ordered like a month ago and you haven't gotten it, y'all need to email us because most likely there was an address mix up again. Certain people were still giving the wrong addresses from what I understand. Some people with PayPal accounts, they don't give you the option to change your address. So we're getting little issues like that, but we'll rectify that. That's not no biggie. Y'all just let us know what's up. Let us know what your address is. We'll get it to you. Man, so much stuff going on. Yesterday, me and my queen, me and Sexy Lexi, we try to go on our date nights whenever we can. We'll try to do our little date nights. And we went to see The Invisible Man. That's a good movie. Y'all need to go see that. The Invisible Man movie is actually very good. Y'all need to go see that. Very good movie. Then afterwards, it's too late to get the deal now. It's too late to get it now. We might revamp it in June. I don't know. We might revamp it in June. I don't know, because of the Juneteenth month and all that stuff. Again, because when we have these sales, we're working so hard to fulfill all these orders. I mean, I got people, my staff is just grinding to get those orders out. So everybody, I hate when somebody, man, is it too late? I didn't promote this shit for a month. It ain't like I did it for a couple of days in December. I did it for a couple of days. So I got it. Nigga, it's a month. This nigga done waited a whole month. Gonna hit us back on March 1st. Man, where the sale at? Dude, it's Black History Month over. God damn. Is you serious? Is you serious? I just got my damn tax refund check, man. Niggas be waiting on that tax refund check to get all types of shit. Brother, the sale was a month, man. Come on. It's a month long. Yeah, we started promoting it early in June. Yeah? Well, when it comes to something like this, niggas, is it too late? But you be the first motherfucker in line at the strip club. The strip club opened at 10 and you in line at 9:30, nigga. This nigga in the strip club line at 9:45 looking at the menu. When I get in there, I'm gonna get some buffalo wings. I'm gonna get me some chili cheese fries. This nigga planning on eating and tricking. But when it comes to this shit, you a month late. That's all right. You my brother, man. We still love you. You are my brother. But yeah, again, like I said, me and the queen. Yeah, you know, yeah, the extra leap year thing, because we were going to stop the sale on Friday. We actually stopped the sale on Saturday because I forgot it was leap year. So we had another day. So we had that Saturday, we really got a lot of orders in on that leap year day. So we got that popping again. So everybody's getting their DVD, so don't worry about it. But so anyway, me and my lady, we went to see The Invisible Man. And I broadcast live for a few minutes on my Instagram. We were at, we tried an Ethiopian restaurant. My wife has been wanting to try Ethiopian food. I haven't had a real desire to do so, but she's like, we got to try it. Just try it. We like to try different stuff. And we went there. Not my cup of tea. The Ethiopian food, shout out to the Ethiopian brothers and sisters out there. That shit was not my cup of tea at all. Wasn't feeling it. Nigga, I wasn't feeling it. Wasn't my cup of tea. Wasn't that the food was bad. Wasn't that it was bad. It's just not my cup. You said it's yummy. It's an acquired taste. It's an acquired taste. Not that the people, I think they made the food. They prepared it well. It's just not my cup of it. Nah. Yo, yeah. Did I get diarrhea? No, I'm good. But yeah, it reminded me of Indian food, and I hate Indian food. I hate Indian food. I don't like Indian food at all. Yeah, I don't even like the smell of Indian food. Yeah, I don't like Indian food at all. But yeah, it kind of gave me that vibe. They say the food is healthy. I believe that. They said the food, the way it's prepared, is very healthy. I believe that. But it was meh. It was just meh. The curry's a bomb. Indian food smell, but yeah, I know when I was over there in Zanzibar, they had a lot of Indian food, and that food, just the smell of a lot of Indian food just kind of makes me sick to my stomach. But then they had Swahili night at our hotel out there, and that shit was banging. But I'm at the Ethiopian food place, and it was a brother there recognized me, and boy, this brother caused the scene. I'm like, whoa, shit. This brother really caused the scene when he saw me. And shout out to that brother. He's probably watching. Shout out to you, brother. No disrespect. You sound like a nice brother, but that brother was real loud because this was like a real low-key place. And it was pretty packed too. It was like real late at night over there in Little Ethiopia. And you know, it's kind of a romantic place. It looked good. I mean, the ambiance and all that shit was real good. It was nice and romantic. It was real cool. Y'all saw it. I was on live, and the atmosphere was real laid back, real cool. So we chilling. And somebody, I heard, I'm eating some curry chicken balls. I don't know what the fuck I was eating. It was some chicken balls with curry. I don't know what this shit. I think it was chicken. I think it was. I don't know what it was, but I'm eating this shit. I don't know what I'm eating. And then I hear, God damn! What the hell? What the hell? Well, I heard that. I jumped a little bit. I'm like, what the hell? Is this some Somali pirates coming up in this bitch? What's going on? God damn! Am I gonna have to throw one of these damn Ethiopian chicken balls at someone? What the fuck is going on? He was like, God damn, Tariq Nasheed! Man! I was, oh, okay. And the brother, he was over on the other side of the restaurant, jumped up, man, what's up, man? And you know, Ethiopian food, you gotta eat with your hands. So this brother had all types of curry and shit on his hand. Oh, hey, brother, hold on. Hey, man, what's that? And he's rubbing all the curry and shit on me. I'm like, oh, okay. This brother done rubbed all types of spices and herbs on my ass. Oh my God. Man, what you doing here, man? Oh, man. Hey, man, it's Tariq. I'm like, all right. I'm like, boy, is there a bowl of water in this bitch so I can rinse this damn curry off my ass? I ain't gonna disturb you, brother. I ain't gonna disturb you. I'm like, brother, you done already rubbed the Madagascar grease on my ass. I mean, damn, okay. You done already rubbed me down with the curries and spices, brother. Shit. All right. But shout out to that brother. Shout out to that brother. I'm like, and then all the other people are looking around like, okay, they talking in, I don't know what language. They're like, who the fuck is this? Now they're trying to figure out who I am. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So that was an experience. And which again, the restaurant was very nice. It was over there in Little Ethiopia. The food just wasn't my cup of tea. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Yeah, and I got a gang of curry on me and spices and shit. You know, you got to eat with your hands and your fingers. Oh God, yeah. I hate that, eating with your fingers. Oh, give me a fucking fork. You know. So, shout out to that brother. Shout out to that brother. He was a good dude. He was a good dude. It's just like, okay. It was Ethiopian. It was Ethiopian food. Yeah. You gotta go try another round. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, yo, the new Mink Slide album is coming. The new Mink Slide album is going to be out in the next couple of weeks, actually. We're mixing the album now. Oh, it's tight. Oh, the new Mink Slide album is coming. Very fun project. We got more slow songs on this one for the ladies. My lady didn't like the food either, by the way. She wasn't too crazy about it either. She wasn't really too crazy about it. But yeah, I'm going to keep you guys posted. We're going to be doing a music video for the first single pretty soon out here in LA, so all my LA people need to holler at me. This time, we're going to screen people, because last time I just invited everybody, so it was, this time we're going to screen people a little bit more. Yes, we're going to have pre-orders for the album pretty soon. I'll keep you guys posted on that, and I want some of y'all to come to the video that we do out here, but again, we're going to screen. We got a name for the album, too. We're going to screen this time. We're going to screen people. We're going to screen people this time. Last time we just kind of was very open, and we had a couple of elderly gentlemen show up. We're not going to have old cats, too old, on the video set, We're not going to have that. This is not a video for the whispers, so. So yeah, we're gonna keep y'all posted on that. We're gonna keep y'all posted on that. Anyway, let's get into what we're talking about. We're talking about plantation battles. Right now, the Republicans and the Democrats, they are having a plantation battle right now. The Republicans and the Democrats, they are both having a plantation battle to try to keep black folks disenfranchised. They're trying to come up with ways to keep us in a position where they don't do a damn thing for us. What's my wife doing? Hey, by the way, we got a new dog. We finally got a new dog, guys. You did? What the boys? Okay. Yeah, show them the dog. We got a new dog. This is our dog. We got rid of the other one. We kind of lost our paper on that one. Some Mexicans sold us a sick dog, but we got a new one. We got this one right here. This is a French bulldog. That's Lulu. And she's good and healthy. What's up, Lulu? Lulu is good and healthy. And she went to the vet. Everything is good. She was the right age. Wasn't no old dog like they sold us an old dog and tried to say it was 11 weeks. No, this is a real puppy. She's getting big now. What's up, Lulu?
A real French bulldog.
Yeah. What's up? Real purebred. Yes. Purebred dog. Beautiful dog. Real kids love her. Real cute dog. What's up? Eats every damn thing. How old is Lulu?
She's 13 weeks.
13 weeks. What's up, Lulu? Ain't that a cute dog? Hey. So yeah, and I wanted something not too girly, but not too. I didn't want another pit bull.
She's so cute. Look at her face.
Yeah.
Where's the camera?
So how did I was just talking about the Ethiopian food.
Oh.
I told him I didn't like it. You didn't like it.
It was okay. It was like good, but it was like not bomb at all.
Yeah, what?
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It is. It's an acquired taste. I told about the dude who kind of made a scene who knew me. I think he recognized you first. That's what. Yeah. Oh, that Peanut! I saw Peanut and I said, "Damn, that looked like Peanut." And I'm like, bro, can we tone it down a taste?
Why you can just come? Can you just come up to us? Y'all have to yell from across the
Oh
room?
my God, this brother was making a scene. I'm like, brother. Let's keep it low key. But then, good brother though. Shout out to your brother. All right, go make sure.
I'm Biggie, bye.
Bye, Lulu. All right. Yeah. So Lulu's a good dog. So you're not fond of Ethiopian food either. You got you a Frenchie. His name is Nipsey. That's what's up. You know what? Some other people, they got a French dog, French bulldog named Nipsey too. Yeah. No, that's a pedigree. No, that's the real deal right there. That's full bred. We saw the parents and everything. We saw the mom and the dad. So we really screened, because out here the hustle is selling people sick dogs. They bring in sick dogs from Mexico and they got a whole big finesse going on out here. Yeah. But say, no, this is good dog. They say they love women. Yeah, she follows my wife around all the time. Yeah, she follows my wife around all the time. Anyway, like I said, man, the Democrats at this point, you know, they have a plantation battle going on. There's a major plantation battle right now. And they're trying to get black folks on board without providing those tangibles, without actually giving us anything. They're desperate right now. They have to try to galvanize the black vote somehow. And most black people, I ain't voting for a damn person who's not coming through with the tangibles. I'm not voting for anybody who's not coming through with the tangibles. Now, there was some kind of thing that Trump had the other day, where he had Diamond and Silk and all these other Sambos around him, and people were very critical of it, because he's sitting there looking like a slave master, and all of these Negroes, all these buck dancing Negroes sitting up there with their hands on him praying. And a lot of people were very critical of that, as they should. But I ask you, what's the difference between Diamond and Silk and Gayle and Oprah? That's a serious question. What is the difference between Diamond and Silk and Gayle and Oprah? What the hell is the difference? What's the difference between Trump and his Sambos and Bernie Sanders running around here with boom boxes? Y'all saw this? Let me look at this picture. I had this thumbnail. Now look at this. And I put this tweet up. What's the difference in any of these pictures? I want to know what the damn difference is. Bernie Sanders running around here with boom boxes and rappers, and I know there's some stuff going on with Chuck D because Bernie Sanders is doing something with Public Enemy and Flav. He didn't approve of it, and now Chuck and Flav, there's something going on with them, and I might have to. I talked to Griff last week, but I gotta holler at Chuck to see what the real deal is going on. And then you had Tom Sawyer, whatever his name is. He's on stage rapping with Juvenile, as you see in the picture. I mean, what the hell is the difference between the Sambos with Trump and all these other niggas running around here with these white Democrats who ain't gonna do nothing? What's the difference? What's the difference? Who'd I say? Who did I say? Professor what? I said Griff? Didn't I say Griff? Yeah. I talked to Professor Griff last week. Professor Griff is going to be in the Buck Breaking movie, by the way. And down here you have Bloomberg. He's down there at the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma. They're trying to milk the whole Selma thing. They're trying to milk Selma. So what the hell is the difference? There's no difference. There's absolutely no difference. It's a plantation battle. That's all it is. The Democrats and their Negro minions are no different than Diamond and Damn Silk. They're no different than Roland Martin and all the other Sambos who galvanize around the Democrats. And I know Bloomberg was down there in Selma. He went to a church. Some people stood up and turned their back on him, as they should, to protest him being there. And as reckless as Bloomberg has been, his record for black people and the way his policies has punished and locked up so many black people, he should not even have been allowed in a black church. A lot of these older Negroes, we gotta acknowledge the contempt that some of these older Negroes have for younger black folks. A lot of these old Negroes are very contemptuous towards young black people. Let's just be real. And this is why black folks, we gotta look out for our young. You don't want to be that old nigga who's selling the youth out just so you can kind of stunt a little bit. That's sickening. If you harm any other group of people, you harm their children, the adults are not going to let you around. The adults are not going to let you around if you harm their children. The adults are not going to allow you to come around. See, we got to start G-checking these old niggas who are letting these white supremacist, race soldier-ass policymakers come among us. See, this is why they keep going for that old civil rights Selma crowd. This is why they keep campaigning to them, because they know those old Negroes ain't got nothing else to do. They just want to get out the house and just do something. They just want to kind of get a little exercise by getting out the house. You understand? And this is why they keep bringing this type of shit out. John goddamn Lewis. They still milking John Lewis. John Lewis was out there in Selma. The same faces. If you see, there's Jesse Jackson. Look like Elizabeth Warren is there. You have Sharpton there. You see the perm. What's her name? The chick who was running for mayor of Atlanta, or the governor of Atlanta. The governor of Georgia. I forgot her name. But they done pulled John Lewis out. He's running around reminding you of what else? How he got his ass whooped in Selma. Every time it's election season, they try to bring John Lewis out to shame people. Oh, look, I got my ass whooped. So y'all need to vote. Stacey Abrams. Yes, I did. Her Stacey Abrams. I forgot her name. Same people, the same Boule Lynx crowd the same crowd. John Lewis is like the dude who the boxing commission brings out at all those major fights to say, let's get ready to rumble. You remember that guy? They used to bring him out all the time. That was his only job. They bring that nigga had one job a year. They bring him out, and he gets out there and says, let's get ready to rumble. And he copyrighted that, so he got paid for doing that. The dude who said, let's get ready to rumble, he actually copyrighted that. Michael Buffer, that's his name? Michael Buffer, yeah. So that was his thing. That was his shtick. The only time you saw him is when they brought him out to do the same shtick. Yeah? And John Lewis is the Michael Buffer of the civil rights. They bring him out to do the same thing. Talk about how he got his ass whooped in Selma. That's his only job. Yeah? And instead of let's get ready to rumble, let's get ready to buck dance. Let's get ready to buck dance for butter biscuits. So they're talking about Joe Biden winning over there in South Carolina. None of that. That's insignificant, man. Look, the younger people, young black folks ain't going for the okie doke. We're trying to get those tangibles. We're demanding the tangibles. If you're not coming through with the tangibles, we're not rocking with you. And, you know, they don't want to admit that a lot of young black people are just not rocking with any of the politicians, because now you're going to have to start acknowledging our demands. So they're not going to do that. So they're going to dance around all of these issues. No, John Lewis is not dead. He's still out here. So they're going to try to dance around all our issues, and we're not going to let them. We're not doing the plantation thing no more. We're not looking for benevolent plantation masters. They're going to have to come off of those damn tangibles this time. It's just tangibles or nothing. Because if we're going to look at the lesser of evils, because that's what they want us to do. Their whole argument is we got to vote against Trump because Trump is so evil. So now what they're telling us is that we just have to choose between the lessers of two evils. And if we're going to be honest, we're going to play that game. Trump is the lesser of the evils, as evil as he is. I'm going to say it again. If we're going to go by the lesser of evils, Trump is the lesser of the damn evils. Look at the policies Bloomberg has put together. How does that work for black people? Look at the policy Biden has put together for black. How has that worked for us? And Bernie, remember, he supported that whole Biden's law. How has that worked for us? Buttigieg, in which he's out now. I mean, his policies out there where he's from, the black people are complaining. These people's policies for black people, the Democrats, who's supposed to be on our side and we all in this together, their policies are horrible for black people. And the problem is, not only has their policies been bad, and I've said this many times, with Trump, we just have to deal with white supremacy. With all of the Democrats, we got to deal with white supremacy. We have to deal with anti-black racism from their immigrant constituents. We have to deal with the anti-black racism from the white LGBT community. So we have to deal with the anti-black racism from all of these other groups. And I want black folks to really get this in their heads. There is no such thing as a damn liberal. Malcolm X told us years ago, the white liberal is the worst. Malcolm told us this, 60-something years ago. The white liberals are way worse. With the conservative white supremacists, at least we know what's coming to us. Malcolm said the white liberal act like he's your buddy. He comes to you as a friend, which is the worst. Everything he said about that is absolutely true. Shout out to somebody sent me $11. Shout out to you. $11.11. What's up, Marquita? Much respect to you. Malcolm went in on the so-called liberals. Everybody say what's up to Ola. Ola's in the house too. Malcolm was 100% correct. Malcolm X was 100% correct about the white liberals. Their racism is horrible. Tariq is cashing those RNC checks. No, I'm not. I'm not. And I'm not letting one form of white supremacy con me into believing another one is as worse, is not as bad as them. You're John Henry Clark too. Black folks, we really got to get that through our heads. The white liberals are the worst with their racism. And I've said this before. A lot of times when y'all see black people getting the police called on them by these random people, these random white people, these are liberal white people. These are white people who live in these so-called democratic liberal areas. All these places where these liberal hipsters are trying to gentrify, this is where you see them calling the police on you. This is where you see people calling the police on you. You said, I'm starting to sound like a Republican. Let me tell you something. I, like most black people, I am conservative in my views. Most black people are actually conservative in their views. Most black people are actually very conservative. But because we've dealt with systematic white supremacy, we want something new. So the white liberals came up with some tricks and said, okay, we'll show them something new and act like it's different from the old school white supremacy that they're dealing with. And it's basically a continuation of white supremacy. You know? So there's no such thing as a Republican or a Democrat. It's just white supremacy. But black people, because black people, we've been here longer than any other group. We've created the United States. We've created America. We built America. We've been here longer than anybody. We've been here longer than anybody. You understand? So, we have a set culture that goes back centuries. We have a culture that goes back centuries. So we're conservative about a lot of stuff. We're very conservative about a lot of stuff. But the liberal white supremacists, see, they come around us and try to shame us and then try to abuse us for being conservative. This is why they keep trying to push stuff on us. See, stuff that happens in black society, see, they come in, and then they try to push stuff on us. And then after the white supremacists push it on us, usually by the liberal white supremacists, they turn around and criminalize us for it. You understand? Yeah, Ed Buck is a liberal. How's that working out for his victims? But the white supremacists, they come around us skinning and grinning, laughing and joking. They'll come around acting like they're our buddies with sexual favors. That's the con game that a lot of black people fell for. And then later on, they'll say, well, you know what? I just decided that I was raped by that nigga 60 years ago. You understand? Look at what they're doing to Cosby. See, they'll come around us with all types of drugs. A lot of drugs and stuff that comes in black society comes from the white liberals. They bring it in first. Yeah, that hippie movement, all that stuff. But the white liberals would bring in a lot of drugs. They come around even during the disco era when all the white LGBT community was coming into black areas with all that disco and dancing. Disco was just basically black dance music, but the whites started getting those clubs and coming around black folks and introducing all the cocaine. All that came from them. Oh, that whole Studio 54 thing, that came from them. They were introducing all that stuff to black society. And then once we get hooked on it, then we get criminalized for it. Yeah? So they're always introducing certain things. and then trying to criminalize us for that. So that's why you don't go for the hipster. See, the hipsters come around even today. They'll come around black areas. First, what you'll see in the black areas, you see the white cats coming into the hip hop clubs. They'll come in there with all types of weed, all types of mollies. They're the ones who bring all the weed and the mollies around, all these new designer drugs. They're the ones bringing all that in. So they come out there, they come around with all the designer drugs. They'll come out with a connection with the jewelers. This is why all the jewelers are some non-black people. The jewelers are either Asian or some white guy, some Middle Eastern. So they bring in all these people. Hey, I know this guy who's a jeweler. If you're a hip hop artist, I got somebody who can get you jeweled up. So they bring in all these people who smoking, drinking, kakan and kikiing. They slowly start taking over the clubs, and they slowly start taking over the neighborhoods. Then all of a sudden your rent starts going up. You're selling those trash diamonds, exactly. Selling those trash diamonds, Jacob the jeweler, all those people. You notice all those jewelers are either Asian or Middle Eastern. Learn the game. Learn the game. Paul Wall. Yeah, so they bring these folks in, and you kind of get a feel of the blacks, and then they start bringing in their other friends, and then they start gentrifying the areas. The areas get gentrified. Dude, I remember when I went to what used to be Fox Hills Mall. I went to the Fox Hills Mall years ago. Nigga, that shit looked like the Beverly Center. There was so many white people there. Because this was years ago, I had not been for a while. It was probably a couple of years since I went. Now, when I went before then, just a number of black people in there. A couple of years later, I went up there. That shit looks like the fucking Beverly Center. Nothing but white people up there. Down in LA. You in? So they didn't change the name. What do they call the Fox Hill Mall now? It's not even the Fox Hills Mall. It's the West something. The Westfield. What do they call the Fox Hill Mall now? What's the name? What's the name of it now, guys? Shout out to Carl Wilkes. What's the name of Fox Hill now? It's called Westfield now. What? The Culver City Mall, Westfield? Something like that now. The Westfield Mall. They had to change the name because, see, Fox Hill, that means black. The name is associated with black. Remember, when they come in and when you see a name change, that means it's about to be white. They're erasing the black name association. The minute you see a name change, that means it's about to be white. That's what they do. They'll come in and start changing the names of schools, changing the names of malls, all that stuff, see? So you still call it Fox Hills, yeah. So they'll come in, they start gentrifying, they start coming in the area. When you start seeing the white women jogging and the white people walking their dogs, the hippie white people, the hipsters. Over there in New York, especially in Brooklyn, when you see white girls dancing in front of the Marcy Projects, remember that video? It was a white girl doing the fucking Millie Rock in front of the Marcy Projects. Oh, that's a red flag right there. That's like a dog marking its territory. That's like a dog pissing on your carpet right there. You dig? Because the thing that's going to happen is white people, they'll come around your area smoking with you, drinking with you, sharing drugs with you. Some might even lay up with you every now and then. But the minute they start having children, that's when you start seeing the change. You can count this thing down to the letter. Usually about 4 years after you see white people in your neighborhood, after that 4th year, then things start changing. Because now, by the time they've established themselves in a neighborhood, they done hooked up with some other white folks. They done start, getting in relationships. Once you get in a relationship, people start having kids. Once they start having kids, guess what, black people? They're not letting their little white kids go to your black ass school. Okay? So 4 years after these white people move in, all of a sudden, some charter schools start popping up. They start getting some charter schools going on. Then the funding for your little school, the little funding start drying up. Then your ass start getting bused somewhere to the suburbs or somewhere else. Yeah? Yeah, the liquor store turns into a Starbucks. You dig? The little nasty Chinese food spot with the bulletproof glass, that turns into Whole Foods. All the little stuff, the little janky bullshit goes out the door. Yeah, you start seeing charter schools, Targets, then all of a sudden you're going to have to start going to school somewhere else. Yeah? See, that's the game. They come in there and start colonizing. And they colonize by going in there as a friend first. Then all of a sudden, when you start seeing the Trader Joe's and all the Targets pop up, all of a sudden, this same hipster that was smoking and drinking with you and serving you mollies 4 years ago, all of a sudden, hello police, there's a black kid selling lemonade over here, and I think he has a gun. That's what we see now in all of these liberal areas. These liberal white people calling the police. Notice, especially up in the Bay Area, up in San Francisco, the lady, that infamous video of the lady, the big chunky white woman calling the police on the brothers for barbecuing. Oh, she's very liberal. She works with all types of little liberal organizations up there in the Bay Area. You dig? Those are the main ones. Barbecue Becky. Yeah? Y'all thought these people were so damn liberal. They're not liberal at all. Yeah? Barbecue Becky was in Oakland, right? All that in the Bay. A lot of them be doing that shit up there in the Bay Area. Where all the hippies, please. LA is very segregated. And another thing I want to do in LA, I'm going to do in LA, I was talking about this earlier, what we're going to do with my LA people. This is what we're going to do. Earlier today, they were talking about the Women's Month, March is Women's Month. And we were talking online, a lot of people were using the hashtag Women's Month to basically, they were talking about the accomplishments of really black women, because white women, when you look at their history, really in the last 500 years, what have white women accomplished? And that's a legitimate question. See, this is why we better understand history. This is why whenever they start talking about feminism and all this shit, they have to throw black folks in the mix. See, even the white LGBT community, all these folks, they have to latch on to our history and then co-opt it. Same thing with Women's Month. See, what they do, they start pointing out things that black American women have done and then try to latch themselves onto it as if it's a victory for women. Because white women, when you look at it, this is why you need to understand history, they can't really point to anything that they've done on a massive scale that they've done to really contribute to the good of society. I mean, what have they done? Let's talk for a minute. Let's just get real. This is not hate talk. This is not hate talk. In the last 500 years, and if there's some white women here, talk to me. They try to talk about the feminist movement. They love propping up the feminist movement. The feminist movement was an offshoot of the white supremacist movement. That's all it was. See, this is why they're very delicate to talk about the feminists, because whenever they start talking about Susan B. Anthony and all these people, we are quick to point out how racist them bitches were. Susan B. Anthony and all of them other white feminists were racist as hell. Then they tried to throw up Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger was another vile white supremacist. We were arguing with some white LGBT lady earlier. She tried to say that Margaret Sanger wasn't racist. Margaret Sanger tried to commit genocide. She tried to wipe black people out. What the hell are you talking about? So when you start talking about white women in the last 500 years, because that's really, you really can't point to anything before 500 years. I mean, what have they done historically? Susan B. Anthony was racist as hell because when they start talking about these white women, we're going to start pointing out the flip side of these white women and the racism they promoted. But what have they done? Especially here in America, what have they done? They'll try to talk about the first woman elected official. That's not really what kind of accomplishment is that? What have they done? What kind of milestone? See, white women have basically benefited off the things that white men have done. They've taken the residuals from white men have done. But what have they done? Hillary Clinton is basically living off the residuals of Bill Clinton. Let's talk turkey. Let's talk real. What have they done? I'm going to say Meryl Streep. Yeah, she's a great actress. There's a lot of Kathy Bates is a great actress. So their accomplishment, they're great actors. I mean, hell, Angela Bassett is a great actor. There's a lot of great actors and actresses out there. Yeah? See, in the last 500 years, the biggest global problem has been white supremacy. That has been the biggest problem in the world in the last 500 years. That has been the number one problem on the planet, global white supremacy in the last 500 years. White women have not challenged that because that's the biggest problem. White women, for the most part, they benefited from that. And the only group of people, or we're going to talk about women, the only group of women who has consistently, and the key word is consistently, fought against white supremacy are foundational Black American women. And I'm talking about consistently. Now, in Africa, you've had some historically who fought against it. In the Caribbean, you've had some historically who fought against it. Okay? At certain periods. In Jamaica, Nanny of the Maroons fought against it. You understand? But foundational Black American women, they have been very consistent in fighting against systematic white supremacy. Our sisters, they've been very consistent. This is why we have, and I talked about this before, we have an Ida B. Wells. We have a Harriet Tubman. We have a Sojourner Truth. You know? We had a Biddy Mason, one of my idols. I love Biddy Mason. Coretta Scott King, Betty Shabazz, so many sisters. Rosa Parks. You understand? Our sisters have been so consistent with fighting against systematic white supremacy. In fact, when speaking of Biddy Mason, I was talking about Biddy Mason earlier. And Biddy Mason, one of my idols, this woman, she's considered the grandmother of LA. This was a woman who came out here who was enslaved. She was a slave back in the South. She came out here with her slave master. They were Mormons, and they were going to set up a Mormon compound in San Bernardino. Some Black people here in Los Angeles, in the early stages of Los Angeles, They pulled her to the side and said, "Hey, this is a free state, so you don't have to go back down there." So there was a whole big court case. She ended up fighting for her freedom. She got her freedom. She got her freedom, and this woman, who was a slave, started to invest in real estate in early Los Angeles, and she became one of the wealthiest women in the state of California. And nobody likes to talk about that story. That's such a goddamn amazing story. Every black child should know about this. But this is something, even in Los Angeles, it's kind of kept hush-hush. This woman was the wealthiest freaking woman in the state, one of the wealthiest. A woman who was a slave, who went from a slave to being one of the wealthiest people in the state. Very important to LA. And they keep her history hidden because they don't want to have that narrative of a black person being a slave and then becoming one of the wealthiest people in the state. You don't want to say, you don't want to teach that. So they're very hush-hush about that. And what I want to do, I want to start campaigning to have an actual street named after Biddy Mason. There are no streets named after Biddy Mason. What they have, downtown LA, they have something called Biddy Mason Park. And it's not even a park, really. It's a hidden little wall, a slab of wall, downtown LA, behind some other buildings, so you can't even see it. And they call it Biddy Mason Park. It's basically a wall in the back of a building. You can't really see it. No, and I've always been displeased about that. Yeah, do a documentary on her. I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to do a documentary on her. But what I really want to do, I want to get a street named after her, not just Biddy Mason Park downtown that you can't even see. I want to get an actual street named after her out here in Los Angeles. So that's something that I'm going to be working on pretty soon. Because this was a black woman who was very wealthy at the time, and she helped feed a lot of homeless white people. She was a nurse, and she fed a lot of homeless people. She used her wealth to help a lot of people out. And the fact that you go downtown LA now, you got all these homeless black people down there in the same area, in the same streets that Biddy Mason owned. She owned some of that prime real estate, that would become prime real estate downtown LA. She was a midwife. Amazing sister. An amazing sister. So we need to get a street named after her that's out in the open. None of this hidden bullshit. None of this hidden bullshit. You understand? Because nobody even knows about the little monument, the little wall downtown unless you research it. That's the only way you know about it. You can't even drive by and see it. And I think that's by design. No, they're going to cut that bullshit out. They're going to cut that bullshit out. See, we got to, when our people, when we have riders who ride for us, it's up to us to make sure that they're honored. Yeah, they got a hidden wall downtown. This shit is hidden. You can't even see the shit. You got to go behind another building to see the damn wall. So no. They got to name a street after her. We got to get a street named after that sister. It's up to us to do that. We got to start riding for people. Like our brother Nipsey said. Before Nipsey died, remember Nipsey was on my broadcast. Nipsey was like, hey, if anything happened to me, y'all ride for me. He was half joking, half serious with that. He meant that. When something happened to our people, we got to ride for them. See, we got to get off the symbolic talk and get real. That Malcolm X documentary was powerful. Boy, that Malcolm X documentary, it was great. It was informative. And some of it was pissing me off because you still had some of these white agents and these white undercover officers who helped set up Malcolm to get him killed, just sitting around, they old as hell, cacan and kikiing about it. Oh, that thing really pissed me off. That was the thing that really pissed me off about that more than anything. Them old FBI agents and all of these cats just sitting around cock-con and kicking. One of them, just real casual. Oh yeah, I bugged Malcolm's phone. I would listen to his phones all the time. Oh yeah, they're damn near bragging about being behind his murder. The way they were talking, they damn near bragging about it. They were like, oh yeah, I used to, from like 8 in the morning to 10 at night, I just listened to Malcolm's calls. I knew when he was going to pick the phone up. He'd pick it up on the second ring. Oh yeah. Just arrogant about it. Like, shit. I ain't got no shame. And then they had that Eugene Roberts, that agent nigga Eugene Roberts. And what is, he looks different now that he's older. And I know the footage they had of him was from the 90s. What is he? He don't even look like he's full foundational Black American. He had some kind of little exotic kind of look to him. You dig? Eugene Roberts. That was the nigga who was working for the undercover for the police, working as Malcolm's bodyguard, and doing all that fake mouth to mouth. When you watch the extra niggas, when Malcolm got shot, this nigga, oh Lord, he doing all the mouth to mouth. Come on, Malcolm, we can't lose you. He's doing all the mouth to mouth, and Eugene Roberts threw a chair at one of the shooters. Oh Lord. Come on, Malcolm. He doing all this old shit. And after he did all that horse and pony show, he went to a payphone and called his superiors at the police station. Yeah? Oh, man, they infiltrated him heavy. And the thing is, what's interesting, the dude who they said is the shooter, that guy who lived in Jersey, they said the shooter, the guy who was most likely the shooter, was this nigga who lived in Jersey for years, and everybody knew about the guy, and this guy was basically protected, and the guy just recently died. The alleged shooter. I'm just using the word alleged and all that, but they let this nigga sit up and chill for 60 years. Yeah. Cory Booker, yeah, he's doing commercials with Cory Booker and shit. I'm like, really, niggas? Y'all let this nigga just walk around chilling like that? So yeah, that nigga was clearly protected, and niggas out there in Jersey knew who he was, and they knew he was the shooter. Like, wow, man. All right. Everybody knew. Yeah, Cory was shocked. Was he? Was he shocked? So, nigga, that was very interesting. That was very, very interesting. Yeah. But we got to understand, the point is, and by the way, everybody hit the like button, because a lot of folks in here, hit the like button and then hit the subscribe button. I need everybody to hit that like button. Then I'm going to need you to hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Let's get this thing popping the way we need to get it popping. Hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, so we got to look out for our folks. We got to look out for our folks, and we got to stand tall against these people, because the white liberals, they're really trying to push this LGBT thing on us heavy, and the fact that they're trying so hard to do this shows something is wrong. The fact that they're trying so damn hard to push this on us, they don't push anything else, but they're trying to push this LGBT agenda on us, shows that something is wrong about that. Now, let me show y'all something. This was, somebody said that they were passing this around at Liverpool University over there in the UK. Genital preferences are transphobic. And I've been telling people for a minute, hold on, that the white LGBT community, what they're going to start doing, if you don't want to get raped by one of them, let me show y'all this article here. and this is for black people. They really direct this stuff towards black folks. They direct this stuff to black people. Come on, thing. Why is it not loading up? Here we go. Look at this. Some women have penises. If you won't sleep with them, you're transphobic. So this is the kind of filth that they've been trying to push on us. I told people a couple of years ago when I saw that clip with Genuine, the singer Genuine, he was on that Big Brother show over there in the UK, and this white trans person was trying to come on to him. He was like, oh, hell no. And they were like, oh, you're being homophobic because you don't want to kiss on me. I said, okay, that's the new thing they're going to try to do, is refusing to date trans people homophobic. See, look at this game that they're playing, guys. I told y'all they were going to do this in large numbers. I warned people a long time ago this is what they're going to try to do. This is not satire. No, it's not. I told y'all they were going to do that. This is another part of buck breaking, guys. This is another part of buck breaking. If you don't want to be with a person who's trans or whatever, they're going to start trying to criminalize you. They're going to first, when they start labeling you with those phobics, the other day they were talking about biphobic, meaning bisexual phobic, meaning they were going after black women. If a black woman doesn't want to date a bisexual man, then you're biphobic. See? And if you're a man, if you don't want to be raped, because that's what it is, being forced to be with somebody sexually that you don't want to be with, that's called rape, dude. That's rape. Being forced to be with somebody that you don't want to be with sexually, that's rape. If you're with somebody, you about to get intimate, and then you're a man and you thinking you with a woman and that person pulls a dick out on you, that's attempted rape. That is rape. That's attempted fucking rape. That's all it is. Let's just keep it a buck. Because when a black man looks at a white woman, remember, that's rape too, right? If a black man touches a white woman or whatever in any kind of way, that's me too, me too, me too. No means no, no means no, rape, rape, rape. So if a black man can look at you and brush up against you with this sexual assault, like Cuba Gooding Jr., when they had Cuba, he was at a club and he kind of bumped into somebody and they were like, that's sexual assault. So if a black man touches a white woman, that's sexual assault. But a black man, you're supposed to go with the program if you with somebody and they pull a dick out on you. And if you say, hey, whoa, then you're the one who's the phobic person. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. See, that's the con game. That's another extension of white supremacy. They can get the hell out of my face with that bullshit. My black boys out here, my black children, my black sons, let me tell you something. If you don't want to be with somebody sexually, you got a God-given right to not be with that damn person. We do not let these people use these plantation buck-breaking policies on us. Tariq is the only one talking hard against that LGBT. That's absolutely correct. Too many black people are actually afraid of the white LGBT community because the white LGBT community be dangling these jobs and opportunities over niggas' heads. So niggas be scared to say something. That's why black folks in Hollywood be just shivering in their boots because of the white LGBT community. Anything they say, niggas be going along with that shit. Fuck that. I ain't standing for anybody's racism. I am not no goddamn coward. I'm not afraid of the white LGBT community. Wrong is wrong. I'm not going for them same plantation tactics that they've been using on us. Fuck that. I call them out every day. You're not going to get away with your white supremacist practices and try to hide it behind your LGBT. Y'all practice the same white supremacy as everybody else, and your ass can get called out too. I'm not scared of none of them. I don't need your fucking job. And I ain't about to get raped by no damn body either. Damn that. We got this thing now where black folks are scared to not be raped. They telling you that it's cool to be raped now. If you gender preferences is transphobia, get the fuck out of here. You got a God-given right to not want to be with somebody sexually for any reason. There's little things that you may or may not like about some person. You might be with somebody, you might see a girl, she's cute, and her teeth are jacked up. Like, I don't want to be with her because of her teeth. You might be with some chick and you don't like the way her toes look. I'm big on toes. I don't like toes. Women whose toes are janky. Oh, Lord. Women too. You might date a dude and the dude is cool and he'll do something or say something that just rubs you the wrong way. I don't want to be with this nigga. Girl, I don't know. This nigga just wasn't eating his food right. Something will turn you off about that nigga. So ladies, if you with a dude and you having a conversation, you've been with niggas and you've had a conversation and he say some stupid shit. Like, girl, I was at dinner with this nigga. Everything was going good and then he talking about he about to make a mixtape. Girl, this nigga 48 years old about to make a mixtape. He in a rap group, girl. So that might throw you off. You dig? So the nigga might say something that'll turn you off. So if you out with a nigga and y'all talking and then he just say, hey, you know what? You know, back in college, I sucked a little dick. But it was just in college. Whoa, sisters, you got every right to get the fuck up off that table and call an Uber. You got every right to get the hell on somewhere. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't supposed to be turned off by some shit that you ain't down with. You got every right to get your ass up and bounce. Shit. You got every right to get your ass up and bounce. Don't let nobody sit up and tell you you biphobic. Girl, you're biphobic by doing that. Fuck out of here. That's butt-breaking talk. Boys out here, my young boys, if you with somebody you think is a girl and that person you think is a girl pull a dick out on you, you got every right. You got a God-given right to get the hell on somewhere. You're not on a plantation no more. You don't have to let nobody rape you because that's what that person wants to do. When they pull that dick out on you, that's attempted rape. And you didn't know and you ain't down with it and they're trying to force you, that's rape talk. That's plantation rape talk. See, that's the shit they would do on plantations. Look at the terms that these white supremacist LGBT people are using now. Well, gender non-binary. Yes, this person is non-binary. Gender fluid. His gender was assigned to him, but he's really non-binary. These are social construct bullshit plantation terms. Family, this is the same shit they did on plantations. They would de-gender black people on plantations. And remember, they only do this to us. They don't be in white society talking all this stupid shit. They bring this shit to us. They did the same thing on plantations. They would de-gender the black people on plantations. So they didn't treat the black men or women any different from each other. So black men would be effeminized just by being under the system of white supremacy. They would, and I posted some stuff where they were putting dresses on black boys during slavery. They would put gowns on them. That was very common in slavery. And the black girls, what would they do? They would have the girls out there picking cotton, lifting up big barrels of hay and cotton and tobacco. They treated them like dudes. They beat them like men. They didn't give a fuck about no gender. They de-gendered black people during slavery. Black men, they would literally cut your genitals off. During slavery and Jim Crow, they de-gendered you. So this is a continuation of plantation talk. Remember, Sojourner's Truth, her famous speech, "Ain't I a Woman?" That speech wasn't giving props to the white feminists. It was really questioning them because they were talking about the women's rights and all this old stuff. And Sojourner Truth was like, well, shit. Y'all talking all that, ain't I a woman? Y'all got me doing all this work like a goddamn man. Ain't I a woman? I'm up here baling cotton and baling tobacco and all this shit like a damn man. So where's my womanhood? Where's my woman issues and all that? Ain't I a woman? That's what that was about because she had been de-gendered. She was gender fluid according to the white supremacists. Fuck out of here. We've always been gender fluid in a system of white supremacy. That's not a good thing. They're trying to repackage just slavery and make it sound like it's something progressive. This is why I say the white LGBT community is very dangerous. They're trying to sell you castration as a good thing. Yeah, George Washington Carver was castrated. He was castrated by these white people. They would always degender us. Look at Hollywood now. And every time you get these black kids, they adopt these black kids, it's the same dynamic. All these Hollywood people, you see their black kids and there's something off with them sexually. Every time they get some adopted black kids, something is off sexually. Angelina Jolie, you know, one of her kids, they adopted a bunch of black kids. That black daughter, what's that daughter's name? Hold on a second. What's the daughter's name? Angelina Jolie's daughter. Adopted black daughter. Hold on one second. What's that daughter's name? Hold on one second. Y'all help me out. What's that daughter's name? We already know about Charlize Theron and those, she done turned those boys into girls. Hold on. What's that daughter's name? Is it Zahara? Hold on one second. She's from Ethiopia. Yeah, she's from Ethiopia. One second. Hold on. Hold on one second. So now that she's, is it Hold on. Hold on one second. Is it Shana? Which one is it? Hold on. Okay. One second. See, that Hollywood shit is real funny style. Yeah, I saw something with the Zahara, whatever her name is. They had her on some gender binary shit. Yeah, she was on some shit where she had on a man suit. Hold on one second. Where's that? Where's the pictures of her? So, okay, hold on. Hold on, where is it? Hold on. God damn it, where is it? Where is it? Where the hell is it? Where's that picture? I wanted to find a picture. Yeah, the girl, I think she's on some, she was dressed like a dude on some gender fluid bullshit. And I was talking about Dwayne Wade's son last week. I was talking about him last week and talking about how they were going out of their way to push this thing where he's supposed to be identified as a girl now. Now, I told you about that alleged white nanny from back in the day, and we found the pictures and we found the clips of that damn nanny. See, they tried to scrub the internet of this. We found the video. We found some video. This is that alleged nanny. This is him with the son when he was a little kid. That's Dwayne Wade's son, and with that alleged nanny. All right. These are the images that were scrubbed off the net. So this dude was kicking it hard with Dwayne Wade. These are some of the sons. This dude with this Fabio hair, they scrubbed the internet of all these images. We got them though. With the son. See? They didn't want to show this. Why do they hide these pictures? Why did they go out of their way to hide these pictures? See, now you got to ask, why did they go out of their way to hide these pictures of this dude? They must know something is up because it's suspicious because they hid the pictures. They got rid of them and didn't want to show them no more. They scrubbed the net of those pictures. They scrubbed the net of those pictures, man. That's the suspicious thing of them and this alleged nanny. I'm going to say alleged. You dig? Because, see, that makes one wonder, are they getting some kind of bag from some LGBT organizations or something? And some of the higher ups said, hey, you might want to get those images of him, get those out of here. People might think something. Because, see, they want to make it seem like, well, this is a black family's decision to have this child identify as a girl. It was the black family. See how progressive the black family is? See, it's not racism. The black family decided this. But when you show them around this mysterious white man, see, that kind of messes up that narrative right there. So they're like, oh, we need to, let's get rid of those images. Let's just get rid of the images just so nobody will think anything. Is that what they're doing? I'm not saying it is or it is. I'm just asking a question here. Because the minute black kids start getting around certain white folks, all of a sudden their sexuality becomes into question. Yeah? Every time they get around, every time it gets real funny style. Every time it gets real funny style. But again, black folks, don't let these people punk you. Again, they come around us with all types of negative influences because whenever they come around us trying to push something this hard, there's a problem. That's your first red flag. That's your first red flag. Watch what they promote and watch what they don't promote. Y'all know, speaking of what they promote, don't promote, y'all know there was a shooting at a job in Milwaukee at a brewery. At a brewery, there was a shooting at a brewery up in Milwaukee, and at this job, it was a black man who did it. It was a black man who did the shooting. He killed 5 of his co-workers, and the co-workers were actually doing a lot of racist shit to him. They were racially harassing him. From what I understand, I heard they allegedly put a noose. They put a noose on his locker. Then they put some spade cards. Something. They were racially targeting this dude. And these are the co-workers that he went and took his own form of justice against because he kept complaining about him being harassed. He kept going to HR. I think he filed a suit. I mean, this brother did everything he could to stop the racial harassment at this company. And the company just let this shit go on from what I understand, allegedly. They let it go on. And from what I understand, and I talk to people in Milwaukee, they say, hey, man, that company, they kind of have a history of them racially targeting black people and harassing them and laying black people off unjustly. So they kept harassing this brother and he kept complaining and, hey, man, damn, I don't want to come to a hostile work environment every day. I mean, I'm trying to get help. I'm trying to get justice. The brother couldn't get no justice, so he did what he felt like he had to do. Yeah? So they don't like that. They don't like promoting that. They don't like somebody just going there with it. Somebody taking justice out in their own hands like that. No, he killed himself. He went and got those co-workers, took them out, and then he took himself out. Yeah? Yeah, Milwaukee's very segregated. But yeah, that company should bear some of the blame too for allowing a racially hostile atmosphere to occur like that. And, I've seen some Sambos, two wrong don't make a right now. Well, you got to correct the first wrong. you got to correct the first wrong. You can't sit up and let one wrong go on, and then when somebody reacts to the wrong, then people want to come out and start complaining. No, let's correct the first wrong. You dig? I don't want to. If you're not, because nobody ever complains about white supremacy. It's always the reaction to it. Well, you shouldn't do that. Well, what the fuck should they do? I don't know, but there's other avenues to take. Well, you haven't said anything. So now let me show y'all this video. This is a fight at the airport between some brother and the police. I put this on my Twitter, and I don't know what happened. The police tased this dude. I don't know what happened. So the police at the airport was getting into it with this guy right here. And look at who comes. Some Negro comes and helps the police hold this dude down. Look at this. Back up. Go Look at this Sambo. Look at this Sambo. Look at this Sambo. Look at that Sambo. All right. All right. Did y'all see this Negro? Did y'all see this Sambo? Now you can look at that. He ain't one of us. He's not a foundational Black American. You can tell. You can tell this nigga is not a foundational Black American. We can tell because you can tell. You can tell. Just his swag and how he's rocking his clothes. You can tell he's not a foundational Black American. Yeah, that nigga is not one of us. Doing that coon shit, and just the way he walked up, he walked up, he don't even have our swag. So he's clearly not one of us. And plus, just the clothes he's wearing at the airport. Foundational Black Americans, when we fly, we comfortable as hell. We ain't wearing no fucking suits and ties. No, we wearing a sweatsuit. We're very casual when we go to the airport. We got a bag of chicken wings. We're very casual. So you can already tell he ain't one of us. This Sambo nigga went and held the brother down. You goddamn coon. Yeah, the way he shuffled up. And plus, we wouldn't do no shit like that. We don't help the fucking police. We don't do that. You Sambo ass niggas coming over here from other places. That's why we be checking your ass. We ain't gonna jump in. Foundational Black Americans, we don't do that type of shit. We'll film. We'll be like, oh, damn. Come on, brother. Bobby, we'll film or something, but we ain't going to go help the damn police. Man, then y'all wonder why we be getting in your ass. Come on, man. Come on, dude. That was some coon shit right there. Was that Botham John's brother? Yeah, it looked like Botham John's brother or somebody. Come on, man. He could have been an off-duty. Oh, stop it. Now, that was an on-duty coon. Now, it was a coon on duty. That was an on-duty coon. Hell no, that nigga was not one of us. That nigga was not one of us at all. Speaking of not us, did y'all see Joy Reid on Joy Reid's show the other day? Let me find that clip. Joy Reid was on her show. She was on there with Kareem Jean-Pierre. And I want y'all to catch something, what they said. They were talking about, the primaries and all that stuff. And Joanne Reid made a reference to Haiti. And Kareem Jean-Pierre, she's Haitian, but she's a Haitian stud wench. She's LGBT. She got her a white woman. So just gives you an idea of her mentality. And Joy Reid said, the word revolution, you're Haitian, and you understand that the word revolution, that's not really a good thing. And then this fool agreed with it. Now listen to this. Hold on.
But the question is, what does it mean really to Bernie Sanders himself? And your family comes from Haiti, where revolution is not a word that means good things.
No, it's very scary, right? When you think about dictatorship, monarchy. But here's the thing, you kind of said it, which is Bernie Sanders just has to do a better job explaining democratic socialism, right? He says he's a Democrat socialist.
Okay. So just let's soak in what these nitwits just said. I want y'all to soak in what they just said. It was real fast. A lot of folks didn't catch it. So, well, your people are from Haiti, and the word revolution, well, that's not really a good thing. What are you talking about? How is revolution not a good thing? What are you talking about? The alternative to revolution was slavery. I want you to really soak in what these women are talking about. The alternative to the revolution was slavery. So if Joy Reid is telling you that revolution wasn't a good thing, then the only alternative to that is slavery. So is she saying slavery is a better thing? Is that what they're saying? And the Jean-Pierre lady agreed. Remember, she's a stud wench, though. Understand, a lot of people who come from these countries that had great revolutions and all that stuff, it don't mean that they still have that spirit. They got the spirit of the coons and the collaborators. That's what Roland and all these folks, they got that coon collaborator spirit. They don't have that spirit of Dessalines and Toussaint. They don't have it. Remember, there was a lot of collaborators, and they come from that collaborator coon stock. But to sit there and talk about revolution don't mean a good thing, what the hell are you talking about? Anybody who can get their oppressors off of them is a great thing. What kind of mammy-ass talk is that? See, when niggas start talking like that, they become real dangerous. Joy Reid was sending a message like, hey, I's a good nigger. I is a good nigger. We got to catch that type of stuff. But, yeah, she revealed herself. But again, we got to start taking control of the narrative. I'm going to really get into the production of bunk breaking soon. We haven't really gotten into production yet, really because we haven't traveled yet because of this coronavirus thing. I've been kind of waiting for that to die down because, I'm seeing stories about whole cruise ships, being quarantined and, certain flights from here and there. And, I've been kind of, waiting before I took my crew, out here to film. We're going to start doing it soon. I just want to make sure that, certain cities and all, I'm not flying into a danger zone. Health is very important. This whole corona thing has been keeping my eye open. When we film, we got to travel all over the country to different cities to film the people that's going to be in the films. I saw Oprah. The ancestors made her trip up. She tripped up and bust her ass. I did see that. Yes, indeed. But this coronavirus thing, and we got to look at it and kind of see what's going on with it. And the propaganda. Is it propaganda? Is this biowarfare? I mean, there's a lot of things we can look at this and try to figure out what's really going on with it. How is it being spread? Is this, could this possibly be biowarfare from China? I think the U.S. might be looking at it in that respect. Could this be a form of biowarfare? They're making it seem like it's an out-of-control disease, but could it be biowarfare? Yeah? Could it be? It's real shit. Is this a way for them to say, okay, look, China, we're going to shut you down for a minute. We can't let folks from China come through like that. I know, again, when I've gone to the doctor, they ask you, they're like, hey, by the way, you ain't been to China nowhere soon. Yeah, you ain't been to China, have you? Well, no. So we got to watch this stuff. But what's interesting about this corona thing is that the way people are talking about the virus not spreading in Africa. Look at some of the articles that are coming out. And I posted these earlier. Let me show y'all these. This is very interesting. Look at the wording of this. It's like, with only 3 official cases, Africa's low coronavirus rates puzzles health experts. I've seen a couple of headlines like this. That's very interesting. Like, why are you puzzled? Because of the low infection rates out there in Africa. That's a very interesting, it's very interesting the way they worded that. It's very interesting the way they're puzzled by that. You're puzzled that people aren't getting a disease? Like it's a bad thing. Because remember, a few weeks ago, like I think it was a month ago, they were talking about, oh yeah, Bill Gates and everybody, we're getting prepared. Oh, it's about to hit Africa. Oh, that corona, we got to go out there because it's about to hit Africa hard. I'm like, okay, that's real strange. How do you know? How do you know it's about to hit Africa? Remember, about a month ago, they were talking about how it's about to hit Africa. That sounded real weird. How do you know it's about to hit? What are you talking about? That sounded real weird. And then, I mean, there's a lot of articles like this. There's another one. Where is it? It says the coronavirus. Where is it? Okay. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me pull up this page. Experts ask, why Africa seems to have few cases? Okay. Why does it sound like a... Hold on. Why Africa seems to have few cases. This sounds like a complaint. That's real weird. The coronavirus is spreading fast beyond China, but sub-Saharan Africa, the world's most vulnerable regions, has so far been almost spared. And experts want to know why. Nigga, it sounds like a failed mission or something. Why are they talking like this? That sounds like a complaint. They're like, well, shit, why isn't it working? That's interesting. That's a very interesting way they're wording this thing. It's very interesting the way they're wording this. Yeah? And that reminds me of that story out here where in Maryland, there was an airborne disease that was only attacking white people. Remember that clip I would post up from back in the day? There was a disease out there, some kind of weird airborne disease that was only attacking white people in a part of Maryland. It was only attacking white people. It wasn't hitting black folks. It would like literally skip over black folks and it was attacking white people. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. And by the way, don't forget to get your tickets for the Foundation of Black American Conference this June. We're having it in June. Okay, I can't find that article. Okay, so many different articles coming up right now. But yeah, there was a this disease that was only attacking white people. Was it in Pennsylvania? Okay, was it? Okay, it was Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm thinking Maryland, but it was yes, it was Pennsylvania. My bad. It was Pennsylvania. Hold on one second. Okay, where is that? Okay, yeah, it's I can't find it now. Yeah, I can't find it now because when I try to punch that in, there's a bunch of stuff about the coronavirus keeps coming up. So, okay. But yeah, that's a very interesting thing. Now, we got to be careful because when a disease comes out and they start saying, okay, we got the cure for it, and the cure is going to be such and such amount of money in only a certain group of people can afford the cure. You know, we got to watch out for stuff like that. Yeah, we got to watch out for stuff like that. Non-tuberculosis microbacteria. Let me look that up real quick. Okay, hold on. Okay, yes. Let me see if I can find that news article. Non-tuberculosis, some kind of real weird lung disease, and it was only attacking white people out there in Pennsylvania. Where's the news article? See, now they're not showing the articles or the newscast where it was only, they admitted that it was only attacking white people. It was skipping over black folks. So I'm looking at the thing now. Hold on. In NTM cases. Okay, where the hell, man? Hold on, let me see something. I could have swore it was Maryland though, but okay, I can't find the article now. I can't find the thing now. It's on Melanoid Nation, yeah. But that's what it is, man. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Hold on. God damn, I'm trying to hit that Melanoid Nation link. Hold on. Okay, let me see if I can find it here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, and I used to play this all the time, but let me find it. Thank y'all for giving me the link. Okay, let me play this real quick. Thank y'all for helping me find it because shit. Okay, let me play y'all this real quickly. And I played this several times before, but I want y'all to see this.
A medical mystery is being investigated in Montgomery County. It's a lung infection that has been linked to water.
Health reporter Stephanie Stahl says the illness is rare, but the number of patients is growing.
The unlikely victims are white, thin, postmenopausal women who live in affluent neighborhoods around the main line.
It's frightening, I think.
It's a lung infection similar to tuberculosis that's caused by a bacteria found all over, in soil, the air, and mainly in water.
This is in all of our water. We're all exposed to it every day when we take a shower. This is being researched very extensively right now.
Mainline health pulmonologist Leah Landy does not want to cause unnecessary hysteria, emphasizing that the lung infection called non-tuberculous mycobacteria, or NTM, is very rare. She treats about 100 patients a year. Symptoms include a cough and fatigue.
All of this white area, that's all
Okay, let me get to the
infection.
nitty-gritty.
Others that have been undiagnosed for several years.
Dr. Landy says the bacteria can be especially dangerous when it's aerosolized in the shower or from a humidifier, even with dirt that blows in the air.
I didn't know what NTM was. I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Philip Lippman says he learned fast.
She's in my heart.
Well, let me get to the
She's with
nitty-gritty.
our children.
But not everyone is at risk. Doctors say African Americans and people who are overweight tend not to get NTM, but this bacteria that causes it is everywhere. So the question is, why do only certain people get the infection?
Oh, and they tried to throw a little shade. Black people and people who are overweight, but thin and affluent white people get it. See, they tried to throw some shade on it. Let me play that. Hold on. They tried to be slick, associate black with fat. They were trying to be slick.
She's with our children.
But not everyone is at risk. Doctors say African Americans and people who are overweight tend not to get NTM, but this bacteria that causes it is everywhere. So the question is, why do only certain people get the infection?
Well, a medical mystery is.
So yeah, it's skipping these diseases that they're skipping over us. Yeah? So the diseases are skipping over us. Is it that melanin? This is why they keep studying melanin like that? This is why they always having these little melanin studies all over the place. They get together in Europe and Asia. Let me tell y'all something. We talked about this in Hidden Colors. That's why y'all need to get Hidden Colors. Dude, they have these little meetings and conventions where they get together, and I've seen some of the documents, these pigment conferences, which are melanin conferences. They're just studying melanin. These people get together and study our goddamn melanin. Nigga, they be breaking that shit, studying our melanin down to the compound. They be studying our shit. Yeah? So the melanin luncheon, yeah. Well, they be having the boule luncheon, rolling in them niggas. They be having the melanin luncheons. They be over there studying melanin. Studying our bodies. They've always done that. They've always studied our bodies. They've always done that. It ain't? All these diseases pop up that skip over us. And we have to understand, this is why they brought a lot of us here. Many of us were already here, but they brought more here. That's why in certain areas, like over there in the South Carolinas, the Gullah Islands, they didn't have as many white people from what I understand. This is why the Gullah people were able to sustain a lot of their language, because they could withstand the tropical area over there when they were cultivating rice. Yeah. Dr. Wilson talked about those conferences they never invite her to. Yeah. It's heavy. It is very heavy. Called the Melanin Encyclopedia. Okay, I gotta check that out. You're from Gullah, Johns Island, yeah. So you have Gullah Geechee. Real talk, man. Yeah, Gullah Geechee, yeah, they're FBA, they're Foundational Black Americans. Oh yeah. Yeah, Gullahs are definitely Foundational Black Americans. Yeah, you were out there on them plantations, yeah. You were help building the wealth of this nation. You're a Foundational Black American. Yeah? It all boils down to you. Yeah, again, they study our joints, man. Heavy. I saw a video of one of these Instagram chicks. This Ari girl. I don't know too much about her. And there was a kind of an online debate. There was a video, this girl named Ari the Don. And, she's an Instagram girl from what I understand. I think she dated a couple of rappers or whatever. Just a regular Instagram chick with a big ass. She busts it open on the gram. She does it for the gram. I don't know too much about the sister. I don't know too much about her. Is she dating some kind of rapper now? I think she's dating some kind of rapper. You got some of these folks that be on Ari Fletcher, is that her name? G Herbo's baby mom. Okay, Moneybag Yo. All these dudes, they seem like they be circulating around the same group of rappers and shit. I know Lexus Sky is one of Fetty Wap's baby moms. And I think Tank, my nigga Tank dated her too. So these girls be going, they be circulating around niggas. So, they get it in how they get it in. So this young lady, from what I understand, she does a lot of twerking. She gets with a lot of ballers and rappers and athletes and all that, and she pops that ass on the gram, and sometimes certain people feel a certain way about that. She's too young and doing too much. So she was doing an appearance at some club in North Carolina, and the DJ was like, "Hey, girl, come here. Bring that ass here. Turn that ass around. We need you to shake the building." He was trying to get her to twerk or whatever. And so she looked like she was kind of low-key embarrassed. And, people chimed in on it. Some people were kind of agreeing with the DJ. And some people like he was out of line. Now, let me show the clip. Let me show the clip of this. And let me get y'all opinion. Let me see where your heads are. Let me see where your heads are. So this is the Ari lady. She's at this club. It's a real quick clip. Hold on one second.
Come here. Yeah, I'm definitely a motherfucker. Hey, listen. I came here to see one thing. Come on. Turn around. Turn around. Hey, turn your ass around. I came here to see you shake the room. You gotta shake the room for me. Let's do it.
Okay. So a lot of folks, there was a lot of mixed reactions to that. Okay. There was a lot of mixed reactions to it. A lot of mixed reactions. Now, I'm all right. So I see some people, oh, these hoes want some respect. I seen some people, well, she be shaking her ass on Twitter and the gram all the time. And I saw a lot of women low-key, like, going along with this, like, yeah, man, fuck that. She know, that's what she known for. I saw a lot of women saying little stuff like that. See some dudes, man, that she be thotting it up, man. Your Instagram thought. Let me tell y'all something. That shit wasn't cool right there. She played herself. Let me say this. Let's keep this shit a buck on some G shit. That wasn't cool. That was some fuck nigga shit old dude did. But, you know, they look like they paid her for an appearance. And, you know, a lot of these Instagram girls, you know, they go out there and get them $3,000, $4,000 by making an appearance somewhere at a club, some little janky club somewhere. And they paid her for an appearance. And I guess the DJ tried to stunt a little bit. And, you know, that wasn't no player shit. That was angry trick shit right there. That wasn't fly at all. That wasn't cool at all. Hey, get on out there and shake. We want to see some ass. That's angry trick talk. That's some buster nigga shit right there. That's what angry tricks do. You know, always the nigga who ain't got that much money, but they want to see the girl do the most. Yeah, that's angry trick talk. That was some sucker shit. You dig? And niggas excuse, well, she be doing that shit on the gram all the time. But that's her choice. If she chooses to be on the gram, busting it open, that's what she does on the gram. She ain't, niggas, you disagree? Okay, what you disagree with? What you disagree with? Let me hear this shit. Let me hear these niggas. She a hoe though. Nigga, it ain't your decision when she can start hoeing or not. No, I ain't no simp ass angry trick like some of your niggas are talking. Let me hear what I got up in here. Nigga, it ain't your job to make her start hoeing on demand. Nigga, even if she is a hoe. You hoe hating. Alright, if she's a hoe, let her be a hoe on her own terms. Nigga, she don't owe you none of her hoeing. Fuck y'all niggas talking about. These niggas game goofy than a motherfucker. She don't owe you none of her hoeing. What part of the game? Who's raising y'all niggas? She a hoe though. So? That's, you hoe hating. She's not obligated to do nothing for you. What you talking about? Nigga, she can hoe on her own terms. If that's the case, she hoes wherever she want to hoe. That's angry simp talk. Fuck y'all niggas talking about? Y'all niggas out here thinking that just because a girl done busted open a little bit here, busted open a little bit there, she's obligated. Because nigga, you just set up fantasizing about that pussy for a long time. So now you think in your mind, because you been fantasizing about that pussy, that's your pussy. Because you done fantasized about that shit for so long. So now you see it and all of a sudden, hey, bust that pussy open like you be doing in my fantasies. No, nigga. No, that ain't your hoe, nigga. You ain't pimping on that. You ain't even tricking on it correctly, nigga. You ain't even got your pimp boots or your trick pants pulled up correctly, nigga. Nigga, you ain't even in the game correctly trying to make demands and you ain't even putting nothing on the table. You ain't putting no money or no pimping on the table, nigga, and you making demands? No, it don't work like that, bruh. Nigga, there's trick etiquette. You better understand your lane, nigga. Certain y'all niggas want to try to simp outside the box and pimp outside the box. You can't do it like that, bruh. You better find your lane. Ain't no lane for angry simps. Yeah, these niggas are trying to gorilla trick. No, nigga. You ain't putting no real paper on the table for you to make a demand like that. You just a funny style nigga in the club talking about shake that ass. Just like bachelor parties. Bachelor parties are the worst because it's always the broke niggas want to see the most. Yeah? Yeah, nigga, you don't even have trick etiquette. God damn, your trick etiquette is off. Good Lord, they gonna have to get a little trick school for y'all niggas. Yeah, how you gonna be an angry trick with no money? You ain't put the money down. The DJ didn't put the money down. It was the promoter who brought the girl in and gave her the 3 stacks or whatever, how much money she got. It's the damn DJ who's getting paid like $150. He ain't even putting no money on the table trying to make a demand. No, that's not how the game works. That's not how the game works. With that angry simp talk. Y'all better respect the game. And some of y'all ladies too. I see a lot of ladies mad at her. That bitch, that's what she get. No, because you mad because you fucking a nigga who works at Chick-fil-A and you can't get some of them Louis bags. See, a lot of these women out here on Instagram, you know, we can feel whatever we feel about them, but they getting it in. Some of them are getting it in. And, you know, you see these women, you at your job, ladies, some of you, not all of you, but some of you at your job at Enterprise rental car, sitting behind the desk, working that 9-hour fucking shift, arguing with customers about cars. Well, you know, we got the Prius available, sir. Yes, we got we're gonna have a GT Cruiser available later on, sir. You know, you talking that bullshit at your job, and then you go on your lunch break, and then you go on the gram and you see Ari and all these other chicks somewhere in the Bahamas with a daiquiri twerking with a plate of jerk chicken. You're like, this bitch. God damn. You understand? That fucks with some of y'all. Let's keep it a buck. Some of that shit be fucking with y'all to see these little old Instagram thoughts out there living their life. Let them live their life. Don't hate on it. Don't hate on it. I know it hurts. I know it's staying. You working hard than a motherfucker. You somewhere working at Marie Callender's making chicken pot pies from scratch with all that flour and shit and dough on your hand. You rolling the chicken pot pie dough, and then you look at the gram and you see Alexis Sky somewhere with a Louis bag and her pussy out, and you're like, God damn. These bitches. And it's fucking with you, so when some simp-ass nigga say something janky to him at the club, you are, oh, that's what that bitch get. She need to come down here and fill out an application for Enterprise and work with me. Y'all be low-key jealous of them Instagram thoughts. Don't be jealous of them. Let them live their life. That ain't your lane. You don't know, what's really going on in these women's lives. They might not be as happy as you think. You might be doing what you need to do over at Enterprise. All right? Don't think just because that chick is over there with the Louis bag, you don't know what she's going through. You understand? Just live your life. You're doing good at Enterprise. You're doing good there. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And some of you simp niggas, y'all be looking at those women and living their best life, and they be looking all unattainable. You be wanting to get at them, and you be on the gram looking at all of them popping and twerking and throwing that ass. And then you look over at your badly built bitch that you laying up with, nigga. You looked at Ari shaking all that ass, and then you got to look over at Gabby Sidibe in your bed, nigga. And you're like, oh, man. Oh, these bitches ain't shit. All these hoes ain't about shit. You understand? Some of y'all niggas are hoe hating. That's where the hoe hating come in. Oh, that ain't nothing but a hoe. No, nigga, you just didn't really step your shit up so you can get at something like that. You dig? If you had that kind of paper, she'd be getting flued out too. You understand? She'd be getting flued out if you had the paper to do it. You understand? But you just don't have it. So yeah, don't hold hate. Just stay in your lane, dude. Stay in your lane. You got to stay in your lane and respect your lane. Respect that girl out there popping and doing what she's doing. Let them live their lives. Let's cut the whole hating out. Let that girl live her life. She's a good-looking chick, got a little body on her. They young. Let them do what they do. Let them do what they do. Let them do what they do. You understand? We don't hate. If you want something like that, that means you got to step it on up. That means you got to step that money game up. You got to get your life together. You got to get it popping. You got to start making some money decisions. Yeah, enough with the sim talk. All that passive aggressive anger. You angry at somebody because they look good, and cut that shit out, man. Cut that sucker shit out. We got to stop that hating shit. Tighten that mouthpiece up. You understand? Get your mouthpiece tight. Get your paper tight. If you want to trick off, get you a trick bag. Get your money right. Because see, that's the thing. Even if you're not in a position to date her, you can't even get yourself in a position to trick off money on it if you wanted to. Yeah? That's the thing. At least, nigga, get some trick etiquette. Even if you can't be a rapper or a boxer or anybody like that who can just kind of date her whenever you want or whatever, nigga, at least get your tricking funds up. Save your little money so you can trick it off when you need to. Yeah? Get your little trick and trust fund. Just save your little trick bag up. And, when you catch them somewhere, just be quietly, let them know what you got. Look, I'm holding something. Come holler at me. I got a little something for you. You trying to get flued out? I got something for you. Get your trick etiquette together. Damn. Just at the club mad. Fuck out of here. That ain't gonna get you nowhere, nigga. Or get your macking straight. Well, you can mac up on that. And when you do that, that means you're gonna have to get your life together. We gotta stop that hating shit. That wasn't cool what that nigga did at all. We want to see you shake the room. We gotta shake that ass. And that's not, he didn't really want to see a shake. He wanted to really, that was some aggressive simping he wanted to do. Because this nigga ain't got no game. He ain't got no mouthpiece. He ain't got no trick fund. So now he's gonna just try to publicly shame and dominate her like that. I want to see you shake the room. You shake that ass, goddammit. Shake that, turn that ass around. Shut up, nigga. Shut up. Yeah, nigga, that ain't cool at all. That was nothing fly about that. Yeah, that was some angry simp shit. Y'all get off that. And see, we got a lot of these niggas who be doing that shit. A lot of y'all niggas be mad at chicks. Because, my co-host on Ism, they tell me all the shit niggas be sending them. Niggas be sending them angry texts. And niggas be just mad for no fucking reason. Niggas be having a lot of this passive-aggressive energy towards women. If you can't get at them. Women know. Some of y'all women who, especially if you look worth the damn, niggas be all in your DMs saying some crazy shit. And if you don't answer them, they get real aggressive. Get off that. Yeah? He said, practice on them regulars. No, that's not what you don't practice on them regulars. What you do, nigga, you better go after the dimes. That's no. You go after the dimes. That's what you do. Always tell dudes back in the Mac lesson days, I would tell dudes, when you go to a spot, you better go holler at the dimes first. Nigga, don't work your way up. Nigga, work your way down. You start high. That's what me and my player partners, we used to go to the spots. I find the finest women in there and start popping that game at them. We start off high. We start high, nigga. Because shit, what's worse is if you're going to get rejected, I'm going to get rejected by a dime. Ain't nothing worse than getting rejected by a 4. Nigga. That's the worst. An average chick rejecting your ass. And then you like, oh hell, I better not holler at no dimes. No. You start high. You start very high. That's the problem. Some of y'all be shooting for the low-hanging fruit, and then they be trying to act funny style with you. No. Go work. Go high. Start high. Always start high. You go very high. Yeah? Yeah, you see it. When ain't nothing worse than getting shot down. You try to lower your standards and still get shot down. That really fucks with your self-esteem. And you start high, and you'll be surprised when you start hollering at them dimes, nigga. The dimes are really more cooperative than you think they are. And if I get rejected by a dime, all right, cool. I'll work my way down, but I ain't gonna have to work my way up. I'm working my way down. Yeah, dimes are actually easier to talk to. I be telling niggas this. The dimes are easier to talk to. Okay? I wrote a whole book about it. Y'all better go get my book, The Art of Mackin'. Yeah, go get my book, The Art of Mackin'. At Amazon. That's still a bestseller. A lot of good game in that. Yeah? Yeah. Y'all niggas be going for these old pumpkin body bitches, and then you holler at them, and they tell you something stupid, then all of a sudden you like, oh, God. Well, I got to keep my standards around the 3s and the 4s. You trying to holler at all the 3s and the 4s, and then that fucks with your self-esteem. So you looking at them dimes getting angry, and then you look at the players and getting angry too. Like, fuck all them niggas. Them niggas must be drug dealers. Making up shit in your mind. Oh, them niggas must be trapping. You understand? Getting women like that. They must be tricking them with drugs. Just making up bullshit. Nigga. You got that book. So yeah, man, the game in the book is still heavy. The game in the book is still heavy. But y'all look, I'm telling y'all, the game still applies. When you go to the club, nigga, you better shoot high. You better go for the finest woman in there. Y'all be going for them old school Al Sharpton built bitches. And then when they start stunting on you, you feel bad about yourself. You understand? No. Y'all better go aim high and get some of that real cooperation, bro. Yeah, that's all we would holler at. We go to the spot and holler at all the dimes and would get mad cooperation. Yeah, we get mad cooperation. Man, speaking of Al Sharpton, I posted this thing of this animal out here in this is in Arizona, and this animal. Hold on. Wait, where we at? Hold on. This is Al Sharpton's perm running from the rain, and this strange fucking animal. This thing right here. Don't that shit look like Al Sharpton's perm? It looks just like Al Sharpton's perm. Ugh. Yeah, that's this is I thought it was a pig too. It's not a pig. This is an animal out of Arizona. They got him in Arizona. Like Al Sharpton's perm running from the rain. Javelinas, right? Javelinas. They're out there in Arizona. They're not even pigs. They look like pigs. They're not pigs, though. It looked like a pig, but it's not even in the pig family. It's some other type of shit. It looked like a pig, and the shit got some big ass teeth. They call javelinas, some shit like that. And I heard they smell like skunks. I heard they smell real bad. Javelinas, and they're all over Arizona. They're in Texas too. And from what I understand, them bitches bite. Yeah, them shits, they'll kill your pets. And they run fast as a bitch. You saw how fast that thing was going. So yeah, nigga, y'all out there in Arizona, nigga, if I saw some shit like that, and I think you're not supposed to shoot them if you, I think at certain parts of the year, you can shoot them with a bow and arrow. Fuck that. I'm going to get a 9mm on them shits. Fuck a bow and arrow. If I see that running at me, they're in North Carolina, they got them out there. It's like a cross. Oh my God. It's like a cross between a pig and a skunk. That's basically, it's like a big fucking rat almost. It's not, yeah, it looked fake, but it's not fake. It's real. Yeah, them shits can book. But yeah, man. They're in Florida. That's crazy if I saw some shit like that. Arizona Razorback. Man, just somebody gonna eat it. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Yeah, it's out there in Arizona. Yeah, it's out there in Arizona. Oh, the Love is Blind. Oh, look. That Love is Blind show, I haven't seen it, but I keep hearing about it. They got some kind of interracial relationship on that Love is Blind show. And I seen the bed wenches clucking. Hold on one second. I've seen some bed wenches clucking over this thing, over this show. Let me post some on my Instagram. This was something that the Blabbity Blacks. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I saw some on some of these Blabbity mammies. Now, this is some show. I don't know what this show is about, but they got some interracial couple on, couples or whatever. And I saw this. This was on Blabbity. It was like, why I believe Lauren Speed's journey on Love is Blind is a win for the culture. Okay, I hate these low self-esteem bed wench mammies. It's when a sister gets to get in a gutter sex relationship, that's some kind of win. How is that a win for the culture? How is that a win? All right, so anyway, this is Black women are fun, light, spunky, cultured, layered, comfortable, soft, educated, bubbly, and so much more. As Black History Month ends and Women History Month is approaching, here's why many fans of Lauren Speed of Love is Blind made this writer and many Black viewers feel seen, validated, accepted, and celebrated. This is mammy bedwench talk. This is mammy fucking bedwench talk. Why do you gotta feel validated because of a white man? You feel validated because of a white man? A white man gotta choose up on you to make you feel validated? What is that? What kind of talk is that? That's mammy bedwench talk. You feel validated and accepted? That's that blabbity black bedwench talk. And these bedwenches are the worst with all that desperate low self-esteem. White daddy, I feel like somebody because white daddy chose me. All right. Get these low self-esteem niggas out of here, that bedwench training, and or even the comments. Boy, the comment section. Boy, the comment. Hold on. Let's look at some of the comments. The comments are worse. I mean, let me hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. Look at some of the comments here. Look at this. Black women. Please stop telling young Black girls to find a good Black man. Tell them to find a good man of any color. Your sons will date whoever they want. Don't limit your daughters either. I mean, nobody's really telling the sons to be bedbugs, and you go look at this woman's page, and she's up here with her zaddy. She's up here with a zaddy, so her page is private. So this is just bedwench training. It's just bedwench training, and then everything is all sweet right until zaddy ties you up somewhere. When zaddy ties you up and you get locked in a closet and chained and beaten, all of a sudden you want to put on a kufi and a dashiki and say, hey, where's all the brothers who are supposed to protect me? Oh, no. Go ahead and let zaddy validate you. You dig? Once you cross that bedwench bridge, stay on over there. Stay your ass right on over there. Y'all messing with these old freaky ass zaddies. Y'all keep messing with these freaky zaddies. Still, let me tell you something. These zaddies are getting freakier and freakier every day. Y'all bring these zaddies around your damn kids. Y'all gonna learn the hard way. This is why y'all, every time these kids are raised by these zaddies, they turn out fucked up. These black kids always turn out fucked up. Steven Spielberg's adopted black daughter, she's out here talking about doing porn now. Y'all raise y'all kids around these freaky ass zaddies and learn the hard way. And speaking of freaky zaddies, down there in Florida, it's a town called Pahokee, Florida. Do y'all know where Pahokee, Florida? Where are my Florida people? Where's Pahokee, Florida? Where's Pahokee, Florida? All my black folks. Where is Pahokee, Florida? Who's in jail now? Who's in jail? Oh, Spielberg's daughter? Is she in jail? Pahokee is it South Central Florida or South Florida? It's in the middle of nowhere. Yes, it is in the middle of nowhere. But Pahokee, it's in the boonies. But do you know Pahokee, Florida is it's also known as Pedophile Village because they got in a section over there half the population are pedophiles. Do y'all know that? Half the population over there are pedophiles. They send a lot of pedophiles. That's like a little sanctuary for pedophiles. White pedophiles. I mean, be very specific. Y'all look that up. Look up Pedophile Village. Out there in Florida, they've created a little sanctuary for white pedophiles out there. Oh, yes. Look that shit up. It's a very small population. Yeah, they set up this is like a little sanctuary city for pedophiles because a lot of those white pedophiles, they, certain areas and certain schools and shit in Florida they can't move to. But, yeah, they set up a little sanctuary city for pedophiles out there. Pahokee, it's Miracle Village, but it's also called Pedophile Village because that's what it really is. Yeah, they try to cuten it up. Look up Miracle Village. Yeah, it's mostly, and that's another thing. Pahokee is a lot of black folks there, so they put all the white pedophiles over there by all the black folks. You see that? Because that area is usually, traditionally was a black area, a majority black area. So they dumped a lot of those white pedophiles over there. Most of those pedophiles, damn near all of them are white. They dumped a bunch of white pedophiles out there by the black folks in this little small town over there. Somebody said Bussy Village. Yeah, but look that up. Pahokee, Florida, Miracle Village, also Pedophile Village. All those pedophiles are damn white. Yeah, see, they'll dump all that over right next to us. They'll dump that shit right next to the black folks. A city of refuge, yeah. They keep changing the names to try to hide it. Miracle Village, City of Refuge. Yeah? Yeah, look that up. Whole village of pedophiles. Why is it called Miracle? Yeah, they gotta, kind of cloak what it's about. Yeah, but they dumped that shit right next to the black folks, though. Look it up. Google it. After y'all watch this, go watch that. Well, y'all rewatch this, but go look that up. Look that up. So, this is the kind of stuff they'll dump right next to us. Yeah? Yeah, it's a miracle they ain't locked up. Real talk. So, yeah, that's first them for your ass. You got a whole town of first thems. Yeah, they got a whole town of first thems. Miracle Whip Village. Yeah? So they have a waiting list for other. I can imagine. But anyway, let me get out of here. I've been on here I've been on here over 2 hours. I've been on here chopping up game with y'all. Anyway, man, y'all go to Foundation of Black American FBAC 2020, FBAC 2020 to get your tickets for the Foundation of Black American Conference. FBAC 2020. Get your tickets now for the Foundation of Black American Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, also get your Foundation of Black American shirts at hiddenoolorsfilm.com, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I'm out. I'm going to holler at you guys Wednesday. Y'all be good.